Hey Top Shelfers, welcome back here to Behind the Bar, our premium content show just for you guys, where we take you through historical cocktails that are enjoyed by everyday people. Today we are going through the Martini, and as usual we will be going through this recipe from our book Just Cocktails, which was copyrighted back in 1939 and was formerly my grandfather's. Now this cocktail, the Martini, has a complicated history. We're not entirely certain of where it really came from, where the name came from. The most prevailing theory is that it came from the other drink known as the Martinez, which in turn evolved from the Manhattan. That's just the prevailing theory. We're not entirely certain as such, but more than likely we presume that the drink first appeared around from the 1890s to the 1910s was when it first really came into the limelight, I guess you could say. But let's get into our drink. So looking at our cocktail recipe in our handy dandy little book, we see that the Martini recipe they have here for us is a ½ ounce of Tom Gin, a ½ ounce of Italian vermouth, 1 dash of orange bitters, and then we serve with a green olive. Now, I was uncertain what they meant with Tom Gin. There's a lot of different vernacular that's in this book that isn't the most explained because it was at the time contemporary. Everybody kind of knew what Tom Gin was at the time. So I'm not certain if that was a brand or not. Even so, we are going to go with just simple dry gin. I had aviation gin here, so we're going to use that. So let's begin with our ½ ounce of gin. We'll pour it into our mixer here. Put that in, and we will follow that up. I put the wrong thing there. And then we will put in a ½ ounce of Italian sweet vermouth. And then we will follow that up with 1 dash of orange bitters. And then finally, we will throw in some ice and then we will stir. Unlike James Bond, you do not want to shake these. It's really not how you handle this particular drink. So we will get out our stirring spoon and get stirring. Martini's a classic. It's delicious. And it's really simple too. I mean, 3 ingredients. So something that you could have at pretty much any day of the week if you wanted it. We're going to strain this into our Martini glass. It's got that beautiful amber color, mostly from the vermouth. And then we will garnish with our green olive. And there you have it, the Martini. It looks beautiful. Kind of looks a little bit like the Manhattan, so I can see where the evolution is coming from in that theory, because the Manhattan is also kind of like brown looking from the rye whiskey. But let's give it a taste. The vermouth is such a balancing act with so many different cocktails. It's got that nice sweetness to it, a little tart, a little fruit. And with gin just is a beautiful mixer because it's a little grassy, it's very bright, and it goes so well with so many different flavors. And in this one, this is just such a smooth drink. It's so easy to drink. It really is great. Yeah, I could have that pretty much any day. You can imagine why that old saying back in the 50s, which isn't accepted anymore, "Oh honey, I expect slippers and martini when I get home from work." Well, I would want a Martini. I don't know if I would tell my wife to get that. She would probably slap me. But I would certainly enjoy these on a daily basis. But there you have it, the Martini.